Alrighty, so it is the morning of the trip. Of course, the grandkids got me up at 6:30 this morning, and it is now 7 o'clock, and they're playing in the tub right now. I am gathering up my gear. I have decided that I will bring my other camera. I was debating on not, but it's in here. And I am going to bring this little hand chainsaw. On the way, we were out and about yesterday, and part of the path of the creek looks like there's limbs and stuff across it. And I'm a little nervous that I won't be able to pass the obstacles very well. Michelle's idea was just bring the chainsaw in case you need it. It's a good idea. So I think I've got room for it. If I have room for it, I'll bring it. If I don't have room for it, then it'll just stay here, and we'll see about figuring out a different way of getting around obstacles, which I think we may have. So anyway, I need to still make food. Let's see here. I did decide that I was going to bring a small thing of worms, so let's go into the... So this little small plastic container here has about half a dozen to not quite a dozen, but you know, half a dozen night crawlers in here. This is going to be plenty. I don't plan on actually using worms today, but they're going to go in my... They'll go in there. Boom. And they're in there. There they go. They're in there. So we got food. Let me see here. Okay, so I still need to make my food, and I've got a gallon of water that I put in the freezer last night. It shouldn't be frozen, but I was considering I want to kind of have some, at least early morning, mid afternoon, when I have some pretty chilled water. So decided to put some in the freezer last night. So I had to make my food, get that. I'm going to get everything gathered up and get it in the car and get ready to get out to wherever I'm going to start. I still have not decided 100% where I'm going to start and where I'm going to end, but we'll figure that out here real soon. Alright, so I just made me 3 little sub sandwiches, and I've double bagged them so that it helps prevent any water leakage. I'm just hoping that that occurs, or I should say doesn't occur. So I've got my camera gear, got my worms, got my food. And then here's my little backpack cooler that I'm placing all this stuff in, along with the stuff that I have out in the car already, which I've already showed you. We're getting really close. It's just a little past 7 o'clock, 7:11, and we're going to get all this taken care of, and let's get it all out in the car and get ready. I'm excited. Alright, I stopped off at this bridge because, I don't know, there's a blockage right there, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get through that. I don't know, maybe I can. I'm going to try. Alright, so we are here at the reservoir. My kayak is up here. I do not have a tripod with... damn it, my shoe came off. My shoe broke. I'll try to keep it on there. That ain't gonna work. Oh well. Crapola. Alright, let's continue this. I had to put on my regular shoes until I get down there. Anyway, I'm gonna get the boat, get it down there to the water, and then I'll come back up and get my gear, get everything situated, and then we'll get on our way. But I can't film any of it because this is all handheld and I got a lot to do. All right, my love,
careful and have fun.
1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock. What time is it right now? Like 8?
8:05.
8:05. So about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, meet me at...
I'll be there.
All right. Love.
Love you.
All righty. We're headed in. So I have 5-6 hours to traverse the distance that I'm going, along with being able to fish and hang out a little bit. I think we'll be good to go. I've never been early. Michelle's always been there waiting on me. But if I am early, there's plenty of places to fish when I get there. Anyway, here we are. I'm going to get everything set up. I'll show you what we're going to do, and then we'll get out of here. Alright, so we'll do a real quick review here. I do have my flotation device. It's required by law that one flotation device per person on the boat. It's on the boat. I do have this just in case there's any fish to be caught and to be kept. I do have my water shoes, which I will put on. That'll go back here. I have my gear in here again. I have 3 sandwiches. I have that saw just in case. I have my batteries and camera gear in the black thing there. My fishing license are right there. I'm going to pull those out. And there's all my fishing gear just in case. And again, I got 2 paddles. I got a gallon of water. And my camera setup is very simple. Alright, so right here I have magnets. A couple magnets attached. There's some foam in here wrapped up. There's a magnet right here. This sits right here in this little notch. These 2 magnets go underneath. Lock it off. There we go. Lock it off just like that. And then the camera sits right there. And now we're recording. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Took me a little bit to figure that out because the batteries kept turning off the camera, and I was able to get that fixed. So anyway, gonna adjust, get my ass in the boat, get my shoes switched out. I am gonna bring these with me, but I'm not gonna wear them. I'll stick them in my bag and I'll put on my water shoes, but I don't think they're gonna survive the trip. And once I get everything set up, we'll get out of here. All right, looks like we're ready to go, everybody. And off we go. We are on the voyage here. So I do have my glasses with me. We're gonna have a good old time today. I do foresee myself having to get out into the water several times. I do not have an anchor with me of any sort, so fishing may be difficult. But we will give it. I could leave that. I'll try to get that out of the way. There we go. I do have my rucksack behind me. It's not secured 100%, but it is on the boat. I may have to put it on my back eventually, depending. So today is just going to be a relaxing trip. I said I got like 5-6 hours to go, a handful of miles, and these water shoes are not gonna make it past today's trip. I guarantee that, because they're already tore up. try to avoid whatever that is. There we go. Big old pipe of some sort. It is wonderful. Right now, all I have to do is paddle to steer. Oh, there's some ducks. So this is the first time, whoop, there's a fish move right here beside me. This is the first time that I have kayaked down this section of the creek. So all this will be rather new for me. Oh, there was a rock, which I did not see. There's another rock. Oh, we're hitting bottom. Let's see if I can't. Oh, there's a bunch of trouble right there. Just try to avoid that big ass rock right there. Oh, there's a big rock. There we go. It is really shallow right here. But big rock. Oh, come on. Get off here. Am I going to have to get out? I don't know. Hold on. I may be stuck here. Oh, I got it. Yeah, this creek is definitely shallow in a lot of spots. Are we hung up? Let's see if we can. No. Did I get loose? I did. Alright. Woo, now we're really stuck. Come on, get off there. There we go. Oh, shit. Come on. There we go. There's some good spots I'd like to try to fish, but I don't have anything to secure me unless I get to the bank, and then I'll disrupt the whole area trying to fish it. So it looks like there won't be any fishing until I get to my destination. I don't want to try to paddle and control this kayak while I'm fishing. So we will going to have to navigate that tree right there. Looks like the water is kind of taking me that way anyways. That's good. Well, I got a quick moment. Got a drink of water. Not doing too bad. It looks like I might just float right through here. Exactly where I need to be. Couple shells. Look at that. I floated right through there. Looks like somebody's got themselves a little... Or is that just a tree? No, that's just a tree. I thought somebody had a little platform set up over there, but it's just a tree down. You know what? I'm gonna throw my pole in real quick. Ooh, duck, Richard. That's what I get for trying to fish and navigate at the same time. All right. A little bit of a, I'm gonna throw a pole out one more time. Matter of fact, I might get two through. Oh, there's something following it. Oh. Alright, well, let's get this taken care of before I do something stupid. Alright, let's fix this. There's more shallows coming up. See if we can't navigate this without causing a hoopla. I'm gonna try. Oh, this doesn't look like I'm gonna make it. Okay, this is really shallow. Yeah. I am absolutely not going to make this. Alright, I got to get out and push. There goes part of my shoe. My just lost my shoe. Alright. Just lost half of my right shoe. But I knew that was going to happen. Eventually. Alright. I got time to throw my line in again. Let's try. Yeah. Fishing and trying to navigate is a little questionable. But so far, I've been able to accomplish it to some degree. I could always find a spot to pull over, I guess, and rest. I do have like 5 hours. I really don't know how long it's going to take me. Move over here. There's a rock. I just noticed a rock. Try to get away from that. Alright. See, there's a spot right in front of me. I could just pull over and do a little fishing, but I'm not gonna. Feels great to be out here. Shallows. I'm really gonna have to navigate this. Oh, crap. Back paddle, forward pedal, back pedal. Oh, yeah, come on. Push it, push it. Other side, other side. Oh, we're gonna land. Yep, best thing for it. We're gonna get here and I'm gonna navigate this bit. You know what, since I'm here and I'm already out, I'm gonna do some fishing. Feels great to have a fishing pole that actually works well. It's been a while. I'll give it 2 or 3 more casts, and then I'm gonna get back on the boat and continue. Alrighty. There we go. Now, kind of can't set my pole there. Just have to set it right there. Yeah, these water shoes are pretty much just bare feet at this point. But I'll keep them until the end of the trip, and then they're getting tossed. But it's better than going barefoot, I think. This might have been a good spot to try to fish. You know what? I might just do that. No, let's not. You know what? Yes, let's do. Let's stop right here. Fantastic. We're going to take a break. I'm not going to film because I don't have my tripod with me, and the camera tends to want to stay forward like this because of the magnets. So I'm going to go do some fishing. If I catch anything, I'll bring it back over here and show you. Alright, so I'm going to film because I just caught a bass. I just got a bass. Got him right up here, and he got off, but it was a decent bass. So I want to film it just so if I get something else, you'll be able to see it. So I'm not thinking that this area gets fished a lot, so I'm thinking it will be pretty decent. There we go. And that may be the only bass here. filming, of course, I'm not getting anything. There he is. Come on, let go, buddy. All right, there he is. Let's get him back in the water. Back he goes. All right, well, so that's the first official catch. The other one I didn't actually get on the bank, so I can't count that one. But there's the actual first catch with this pole. So everybody get to see it. And it was in the same general area where the other bass was at. Now the other one honestly was a little larger. Not much, but a little. Ooh, that's a big dragonfly right there. Fantastic. Awesome. All right. I don't want to move the boat down this way, so I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to go down this way to fish a little bit. Again, if I catch anything, I'll bring it back and show you. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. All right, I got two on the line. I only got one of them actually in, so we're only going to count the one. But that seals the deal for this pole. It is now my fishing pole, and I did catch something on this trip. So regardless, fantastic. All right, we're gonna have to. There's some navigation issues here. See if we can't navigate around the bumps and the troubles. Looks like I gotta move a little bit here. Come on, get over there. There's that. Oh, we're gonna hit bottom. There's no doubt about that. Nope. All right. All right, looks like there's moving time again. And I'm guessing this is going to happen several times. Try to navigate it from back here. Wow, this is really shallow. There we go. Now I can do some navigation from back here. I don't think there's any need to actually get in the boat yet. Well, we'll give it a shot. Whew, that sun is bright. Let me get my glasses on. Oh, that still doesn't really help. I've even got, ooh, big tree. Push away from the tree. I've even got sunglasses on there, and I still can't really see anything. Woo, right. All right, let's keep trying to navigate here. I can do better without the glasses on. Well, this looks like it'd be a fun place to throw the line in, but I'm moving. And I don't want to have to navigate and try to fish at the same time. Alright. Well, I can say this. Last year I went out 2 or 3 times, and the first time or two was a little sketchy for me. I was uncomfortable, but I don't seem to be uncomfortable now. This is my first trip of this year. It's, I don't know, sometime after the 4th of July, but I'm not sure exactly. There's a few days after, a day or two at least. Anyway, I'm having a good time, and I don't seem uncomfortable in the kayak anymore. Before, I was super uncomfortable just moving around. Now I just adjust myself and twist and turn, and I don't seem to be having any trouble. At least with that. What I do need to do is try to get out of this sun. This is a bright, that's bright. There's a tire. I don't know if I'm going to hit it, but let me navigate around it. Alright. Oh, shit. Here we go. Push away, push away, push away. Nope, come on, turn around. Did I make it? Am I gonna make it? Ooh, I made it. I made that. Wow, I'm amazed. All right. I got some leechy worms in here. Yep, that's a leech. Oh, and a snail. Off you go. There's a little leech right there on the boat. There we go. Come on. Yep, see, trying to get the leech off out of the boat, and I end up getting too close to shore. And now I got water all over the camera. And I can't adjust right now because we're moving. All right, hold on. All right. So I'm sure by the time I get out of here, I'm going to have a few leeches on me. There's a nice little ritzy house up there. Again, a really decent spot to fish, but because the water is flowing, I don't have the opportunity to really cast out and control the kayak at the same time. So I think the only fishing I'm going to get done today is fishing that I do from the bank when I run ashore. So it's actually kind of cool. Let's start. There's a big dog. Am I gonna run aground? I don't know. It's getting awful shallow. Am I gonna make it? I might. So far all I've had to really do is adjust to the current with my paddling. Oh, this one's gonna cause me trouble, I can already tell. Here we go. Yep. Well, I didn't do too bad, I made it. I got away from that. Alright. Fantastic. Just listen to all the birds and the nature sounds out there. I gotta adjust again. There we go. Boom. Not doing too bad. I just gotta make sure I adjust for the current and try to keep myself from running into trees and rocks that are under the water or poking out. Well, where'd she go? Hold on. Oh. There it is. I don't know if you can see the moon. I'm gonna have to watch out because I'm gonna run myself into a freaking tree. There we go. Again, shallow, shallow. Is it gonna be deep enough for me to stay in the boat? I don't know. Oh, hey, there's a bobber. I'm gonna try to come over here and get that. Boom. All right, there we go. There's a bobber. That was worth, in my opinion, that was worth grounding myself to get. So there's no real fishing spot here, so we're gonna back up and try to get out of here. Push, push, push. All right, now I'm gonna have to try. There we go. So you can just see that tree sitting there. There we go. I'm gonna have to try to navigate around this tree without slamming into it. I guess I could go under it. I guess in theory. We'll see. I'm going to try to go here Aim for this. Oh, there's a big tree right there. Hold on. Is that a tree or a rock? No, I missed it. All right, here we go. All right, we'll see about trying to get through here. I don't want to say I'm good to go until I am. But, oh, I'm good to go. Another, oh, deer. There's a deer right up in there. Hold on. Alright. I don't see it now. There was a deer walking around up in there. Alright, well. There's a decent sized doe. Here's a spot that I could beach myself and do a little fishing. I think I'm doing pretty good on time, so I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to beach myself right here and then do a little bit of fishing. Alright, so I got myself set up here. Looks like this whole area right here is going to be decent for fishing, so. Oh, there was a hit. Yep. So I either got two little taps or I bumped a rock or something. Toss over here, bring it back this way. Definitely looked like it'd be a good spot. I think I'm going to go over this direction here to my left. Let me adjust the kayak a bit. Alright, so let's move right here. I'm going to toss it over there. Alrighty, well, I gave it a shot. It looked promising. Alright, well, that looked promising, but it didn't produce anything other than a little bit of stopping and some entertainment for me to try to fish a little. But it didn't produce a fish. All right. There we go. Let's get adjusted here. Now, while we're kind of here, I'm going to get me a drink of water. So I do have a gallon of water with me, and it was sitting in the freezer all night. And of course it didn't get totally frozen, but it did freeze up enough. I'm kind of hoping it stays at least cool most of the day. Bunch of minnows. Fantastic. Well, I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. Looks like some water spiders on some kind of water bug. So I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. Although I can't see how you could have as much fun sitting and watching it as I'm having actually doing it. But wonderful freaking day, man. Just coast around here, listen to nature, float on the water, and relax. You know, I might be able to, I'm going to toss my line in here. I think we're going slow enough. I might be able to cast up against that log over there. cast up in front of me a tad bit. Alright, well, there's a couple casts. I gotta get back to navigating before I run into this tree over here. Move. Move. Am I gonna hit it? Well, I might go over it. Looks like I might. Alright. Oh, there's a big one right there too. Big tree in the water. I know it's not priority, but I think they should get out here with big ass equipment and clear all these trees. Oh, there's a rock there too or something. We'll just hit it. Oh, it's alright. I think I'm good. Alright. So, show you the bank line a little bit. Get up. That's a fantastic looking tree. This is the kind of nature that people don't generally get to see because they don't get out here. Get back to navigating before I jack something up. There we go. Just a little swipe here and a little swipe there. So far has been all I needed to keep me decent. We're definitely going to go under this tree. Frog. I think that was a frog. That's cool. We're gonna go under this tree. This is freaking awesome. Could be like maybe a herring or some sort of water bird. That might be. I don't know. I've always kind of think it's a big frog, but I could be wrong. Fantastic. This is wonderful. Look at that. Black walnuts. How cool is that? All right. Looks like Mother Nature is doing most of the work for me right now. Just sit here and relax. Again, this looks like a spot I could stop, but I don't think I'm gonna. I do think I need to move a little. Nope. This looks like it doesn't matter where I go, I'm gonna get beached. We'll see. I might make it. Is it? I might. Oh. There's some navigation issues up here. Well, I made that. Alright. Alright. Boom, boom. Back and forth. There we go. Back and forth. pull forward, push forward, pull back, push forward, pull back, push forward. Alright, well, we're not doing too bad. Some navigational issues here to my right. Big ass log in the water. Alright, pull. Am I gonna make it? That looks sketchy. Push, push, push. Push me off there. Push, 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 push. Push me off there. Woo! Hey. Well, I actually navigated that quite well, if I do say so for myself. Don't want to get a cockiness though. As soon as I start getting cocky, something shitty's gonna happen. Oh, this looks like, am I gonna be able to make this without getting out? I don't. Oh, nasty. No, this looks like I'm gonna get stuck. Hold on. So we turn around this bend. I don't know if the camera can view it right yet. Yeah. But this is a complete blockage across the entire creek. So here is the first actual gotta get out and move the boat issue. I wasn't sure how many times this is going to happen to me today, but clearly it's going to be at least this one time. Alright, so we are going to land. Let's beach ourselves here. And I'm going to have to navigate around this mess, and I will get right back with you. Alright, well, I had to change the battery, and let's see if we can't push ourselves through here. Ouch, my head. Alright. Oh. Alright, well, that got done. There we go. So I do need to adjust, so I probably should go up to the bank here, because I had to pull out my ruck. Yeah, it looks too nasty. I'm gonna keep going down. So I had to pull my ruck out. Now it's sitting in the boat, and I would much prefer it behind me, but I guess where it's at is where it's at. Fish jumping up over there. Next time I find a spot to stop, I am going to put my ruck back on my back, or back behind me here. Definitely, when it comes to space and keeping things, it's much different. A kayak is much different than like a canoe. It wasn't horribly difficult for me to maneuver around that. I had to go on bank a little bit, and then I put it in the water and just kind of squeezed underneath that tree. It wasn't horrible. I think I wiped off a leech. Oh, there's another one. Yep. I got those little red leeches on my feet. I'm sure that's going to take some time to clean off once I get out of this water. There we go. a nice little rock walkway with a bench. There we go. That's kind of cool. Oh, let's adjust. Oh, that's a table, not a bench. Still cool. Alright, we're gonna have to navigate. Oh, big spider. Come on, dude, get out of here. There you go. He's on board. So I got a spider on board. He doesn't seem to want to go anywhere, except in the bottom of my boat. So, oops. There we go. Not sure how that happened. I have no idea how long I've been out here, but it doesn't seem very long. I'm actually thinking, and I could be completely wrong, but even though I'm stopping on occasion and fishing and stuff, I'm thinking that 5 to 6 hour thing, I may be waiting on her a while. I don't know. Lean back and relax. Oh, do we got another? Looks like we got another complete blockage here. Yep. And here's another one. Complete blockage. Got to get up on shore here. Drag the boat up on bank. This is muddy. Oh, this is not going to be. Oh, no shit. Stop. No. Alright. This is going to take some navigation. I'll get back with you. Alright, I thought I'd film some of this. I got to completely come up on land. Walk through this grass. Alright, so I thought I'd show you what I did to get it around. It wasn't horrible, just took a little bit of time. So there was my blockage, and on the other side I went up into the grass and then came down right there. Boom. And instead of putting in right here and navigating some of this shallow, I just took it down there. Boom. And I'm going to put it in the water down there, and then we'll get going again. All right, so we're back in the water, and there's that little black thing you see right in front of the camera is a little storage space, and I went ahead and put my glasses in that because so far I have not had need for them, and I don't want to get them messed up or lost. I probably shouldn't have brought them in the first place, but I was concerned about blurriness, but I seem to be doing okay. As well, I got my ruck back on the back area, and so we are once again good to go, and we are back out and at it. Now, I'm going to cast out right here. Just because I think I have enough of space. Oh, there was a fish right there. Holy shit. Had a fish right on. Dude, let's adjust here. Yep, I had a fish playing around with my bait, but he didn't take it. But he did come up as I was bringing it out of the water. Actually came up and freaking nipped at it. I want to cast in one more time, but I better wait. Let's turn a little bit. There we go. I'm going to cast behind me. Boom. Reel that in slow. Yep. As a matter of fact, I think, yeah, I ain't gonna mind hitting the side of the bank over there. I'm just gonna cast out, let myself float up against this bank over here. Oh, was that a hit? Could have been a rock. One more cast. Oh, there's another fish. So here's a new idea. I'm just going to let myself float up against the bank here. And while I do, I'm going to cast out fish. This bank seems to be acceptable. Might run aground here in a moment, but cast behind me. This is a decent. So I guess that's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to float along the edge here and cast behind me. Running aground. Alright, now we're getting to a more shallow area. All across, and there ain't going to be anything here, so bingo, bingo. Let's shove off, get back out here to the middle where it's still shallow, but the water's moving a little quick now. So if you can tell that I'm moving a little bit faster, but it's not me. It's not me doing it. I'm just trying to keep myself straight. aggressive. There we go. Boom. So I can see the bottom. There's a lot of empty shelves. Rocks everywhere, of course. Looks like somebody's mowing back here. So we must be behind some houses. Well, other than that lawnmower, there's a lot of really nice nature sounds. Hopefully you can hear that. There's some ducks. Let's see if I can zoom in on those ducks. There we go. Of course, as soon as I do, I start sliding backwards. Oh, there was a good sized fish right there. Looks like somebody's got a deer stand or a bench or something sitting out there. Time for some water. Oh, it's just a little bench. Kind of want to cast out, but I feel like if I do, I'm going to start navigating weird. Somebody's got a big ass deer stand out here. I'm going to try to but it looks like this battery's running dead too. I just put it in. So that battery might die real quick. If it does, I'll find a place to pull over and change it. It absolutely is. I'm having a grand old time.
Trees down,
so far, two. I had to traverse two of them so far.
It's really bad to get down there to the bridge.
Yeah, I noticed I stopped off at that bridge to check it out. I was debating on whether to even come down this way, but I'll figure it out. Yeah. That's part. It's part of the adventure. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna cast out here, just because. Oh, I got one. Oh, there we go. Look at the size of that one. All right, he's in the boat. All right, now for this area, this is pretty decent size. There we go. Look at that one. That one that's a beauty. Look at him. What a beauty. Blessed be. And in he goes. All right. I knew this would be a good spot. I still think it is. I think I need to cast again. Fantastic. Cast behind me. Reel it up. All right, let's see here. One more time. I got time. All right, well, I better adjust myself before I. So yeah, there's a guy up there mowing and working. He let me know about the trouble that's coming up, which I kind of already knew about. It was that bridge we stopped off at earlier. Oh, come on, there we go. And I already decided I was gonna take the chance anyways. I'm gonna throw this up in front of me. Reel that up in here. Yeah, one more time. All right. I'd like to do it one more time, but I think I better focus on navigation more than fishing right now. It's looking like the battery's pretty close to being dead, which upsets me because I just changed that battery. And I've only got a limited amount of batteries with me. So there we go. There's actually 2 catches. Officially, the first one I don't count because I didn't technically get it on the bank. It was able to adjust itself and get loose just at the bank, but I wasn't really making a great effort. I might be able to just float through here. I probably should stop right here and change the battery, but I'm not gonna do it. This would be the, I probably should stop here and at least get the battery out. Never thought about that. Shit, now I passed it up. Could I do it? Yeah, I could still do it. Am I gonna? I need to get the batteries out and leave them set up here somewhere. That's what I need to do. All right, so the next time I stop, I think I'm gonna have to focus on battery issue. I don't see any place close that I can just pull over. Now is the time that I'm kind of wanting a shallow area that I have to get out and pull for a second or two. because the bank here is very steep. But I really don't see a spot where I can just stop and get out. Yeah, I guess technically I could do that right there if I wanted to adjust a little. Yeah. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Do I want to try? Yeah, I'm gonna try. Alright, I'm gonna try to pull over. There we go. All right. I am going to work on adjusting and getting this battery situation dealt with. I'll get right back with you guys. All right, so this is what I did. I pulled the pack out from behind me and I set it in between my legs. And I have the batteries on a little zip little pouch right in front of me that all I have to do is unzip and get to. Not 100% ideal, but it will fix the general problem. I don't like having the ruck in between my legs like this, but you got to do what you got to do what you got to do. I was just going to leave the batteries on my little where my camera is sitting. There's like a little ledge that I could put them on, but if there's any real adjustments or violence, they could fall into the creek, and yeah, I don't want that. So I will deal with a little bit of adjustment rather than potential danger, and I'll get used to it. All right, I'm gonna cast this. I'm gonna cast out again. I got spots on both sides of me that look like it's potential. And of course, as soon as I cast out, I start drifting towards shore in a manner I don't want. So let's do that. Let's cast out here on the left, up in front, and to the side. The good thing is, my right side's got a little more space behind me. There we go. Casting out behind me and dragging is pretty freaking, I like it. Rock. Rock, 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 rock. Several rocks. Alright. Adjustment time. Let's put the pole up a second. There we go. Yeah. Is that gonna, it's gonna get right in the middle of the camera. There we go. Alright, well, Mother Nature has kind of adjusted most of that for me. So there's some decent sized rocks underneath me. And I'm just trying to, which is really good spots for some rock bass, to be totally honest. I'm just trying not to damage the bottom of this kayak as much as possible. Yeah, let's cast out here. Again, whichever side I cast out. For some reason, oh no, 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 no. Ah, shit spot. Oh. There we go. I'm going to go straight up in front of me here. Bam. Right here to the left. Nope. Alright. A little bit to the right. Strike with the paddle. Oh my lord. Fuck. Alright. Oh man, this is rough. Alright, so let me get me. This is going to take some work, I think. Hopefully, that's a mess up there. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but hopefully there's space in between all that. We'll see. I don't know, it looks pretty rough. See, I'm missing some prime fishing spot too. Alright, let's toss it in. No reason to miss the fishing, just because I got to deal with that crap up in front of me. Boom. Oh, I got me some seaweed. Well, not the sea, so. Alright, it's time to adjust. Camera. Alright, let me put the pole back. This right here would be good fishing, I think, right here. But I got to worry about adjusting. I might have time for one cast. Yeah, that didn't do any good. Come on. Straighten up. There we go. Alright, we're going to toss behind me. Drag it in. There we go. Oh, there it is. Oh, he missed. Dude, there was a hit right there. A good hit. I'm going to throw it out again. Kind of going sideways, but I gotta cast it one more time. Keep going behind me here. If I don't watch out, I'm gonna turn around. Alright, well, there was a hit, but I didn't get it. I am like completely sideways now. Let's get back out there. All right. And again, this looks like some prime fishing spot, but the water's moving a little quick, and I have some adjustments to deal with right now. It's looking like there might be some space in between. I'd like to cast out right here, but I'm not going to screw around and get myself thrown up against a log or I did a real quick stop just to make sure, because if the battery dies, sometimes it doesn't save the footage, and I don't want to lose a lot of footage just in case. But this from a distance looked like it was all clumped up together, but it's looking like I might be able to navigate most of this. Again, I'd like to actually throw my pole in, throw the line in and kind of fish a little bit right here, but I'm moving too much and there's too much adjustments that I have to make to keep myself, because this right here is prime fishing spot. Man, I want to throw in so bad. I'm actually considering doing it. I want to, fuck it. I'm doing it. All right. Yeah. Oh well. And I knew it would happen. I'm starting to float sideways and into the big tree. All right. I knew that would happen. But I give it a shot anyway. This. All right. So let's hope. As I hope and pray, but today I am still just a bill. All right. 2 things I don't do: hope and pray. Well, we'll see here. It is looking like that piece might go across the whole creek. And it does look like the battery is flashing at this point. And this is also a prime fishing spot, so I'm throwing the line in. Yeah, I gotta adjust. So yeah, it's definitely gonna require me getting out of the boat and somehow getting across all this crap. But I've done it twice before and I knew that it was gonna happen anyways. I knew there were more opportunities for this. So I guess we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll try to get through this muckety muck. Alright, I'm backwards. I got myself turned around backwards, which is okay. This is what I think I'm gonna do. Is yeah, I'm gonna have to go forward here. There's just no way around it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get through all of this crap. I'd like to do a little fishing here. Maybe if I could find a spot. So anyway, I'm gonna work around trying to navigate this. It looks pretty deep. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this without getting totally freaking soaking wet, because there's nowhere for me to get on the bank, because the bank is way too high and I'm about ready to get stuck on this log right here. Just like that. So we are stuck. The bank right here is way too high to be dragging stuff. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. I may have to just get completely 100% soaked, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so I am on the other side of it. So this is the other side. What I did was, so down there is where I was blocked off. I just backtracked, went to the other side of the creek, went up into the weeds, drug the boat around, and now I've got it dropped on the other side. So we are good to go when it comes to that. So that didn't take a horribly long time, but I did spend a little bit of time doing it. But as I've said before, I think that the 5-hour assessment may be off. So anyway, here is a lure. Oh, here's some hooks, and there's a fishing lure. Let me see how this is. That's all janked up. I don't want that. All right, anyway, we are on the other side of that mess, which is right there. So it wasn't horrible. I couldn't do it from that side of the bank. It was too steep, so I had to go to the other bank. But we do have it accomplished. Mission accomplished. And we will navigate the next one when it comes up, because I'm pretty sure that it will come up. We'll see what we got here. We do have a bridge coming up, and I'm not 100% sure, but you know, I might stop for a while, and if it's potentially looking good, and do some fishing. I have been tossing out here and there as I go down the creek here, tossing behind me and dragging it back up through from behind me. That last bass was actually pretty cool. I like the last one, was pretty decent. So we're gonna toss out here. I'd like to go behind me, but yeah, I think I might. A little bit there. I think I've got enough of space. There we go. I think I got enough of space that I can do that. Let's pop that up in front of me there. Ooh, right here on the right hand side. This is good. Yeah, we're gonna toss this here on the right hand side a couple times, at least once. Yeah, looks like once is all I'm gonna get. Yeah, it's starting to drift a little. All right, there we go. It is a fine day. There's another lawnmower going around up over there. Let's see here. I think we got time to toss out again. I'll hit here to right side. I think I got time for one more right side back. All right. Floating pretty decently in the center. If I could stay here, I might get another cast in. Let's see what we can do. I think I'm going to do right side front. Horrible. And let's get a right side back here. To me, it looks like the right side is really where the fishing could be today. At least in this spot. Oh, there. Did I get him? Nope. Dagnabbit, there was a nice hit right there too. One more try. One more try. Nope. And I need one more. One more. Nope. Well, there was a nice hit. I'm starting to turn sideways, but let's see here. Let's try to get. There we go. And those couple misses could be just really small fish. There's a left sider. Oh, could just be really small fish. Myself a little paddle on the right, maybe two. There we go. We're gonna go left back. Maybe one more. Let's whip that bad boy behind me there. Nope. Let's see here. Let's get a little paddle. There we go. Whip this bad boy in front of me. This looks like a really good left side here. Oh, there's a hit. There's another one. Oh, I see him. He's a little dinky guy. Alright, one more time. Oh, there's a fish that just jumped right in front of me. Yeah, those were really small bluegill. Little sunfish hitting it. Let's see if I can't get up here. Something's jumping up here. And I need a little adjustment here. Hold on. A little bit more. There we go. Yeah. I'm going to toss behind me here. I'm gonna have to adjust. Come on. Crap, now I got my, there we go. I still think this left hand side looks good, so lots of rock. Decent rock bass. And right up in front of me here on the left. No. Do a little motion here on the right. One on the right here behind me. I think I'm gonna do one more. All right. So I think this might be the bridge that we stopped off at this morning so I could look and see what it looked like. Might be the bridge. And if it is, I think we're coming up to another mess. But we'll deal with it when we get there. Looks like I'm gonna have to give it a little bit of motivation for me to move forward a little. There we go. Got a little spot over here on the right. Toss it on the left first. Oh, there was a hit. I got him. Oh, he got off. Dag nabbit. It was a bass too. Toss it over there. Whoop. All right. Oh. I'm gonna toss right up in here. Yeah, that was a bass. I think I'm just gonna let myself sit up against this log here. Now let's back up out of here. There we go. I am going to toss behind. Oh, if we keep floating sideways like that. There we go. Floating back up into that little area there. I don't think it'll be too bad. Got him. Oh, and he got off again right at the last second. We're going to float right up against this myself out of here. There we go. Let's see. We'll give it a little toss right up in front of us. So the last twos actually just came right up at the boat here. I think we got a good spot over here on the right. Matter of fact, I purposely put myself over here. There we go. All right, yeah. Alrighty, get myself turned back around here. I'm gonna find me a spot. Let's get turned around. There we go. It's looking like we're going to have some trouble over there, but we'll see what we can't do about fishing before we worry about the trouble that we're going to get. I think I'm just gonna let myself cruise over here to, oh, rock. Shit. Push away from the rock. I think I'm gonna let myself cruise underneath that bridge. And just sit up against the side there and just just do some fishing in the shade. So let's get our butts under there. That drops off sharply. Alright, let's see if I can't find a spot to... Is it gonna let me? No. Sit right here. Is it going to let me? It just might. Alright, so let's try to adjust the camera a bit, because I don't think you want to just look at that little spot. So let's turn the camera around. There we go. Alright, so we're going to kind of lob this over my left shoulder. We're just going to fish like this. I guess it's possible that I could turn the boat around. Let's try to see if we can't. Get me turned around a little bit. Boom. Not too bad at all. Oh, there was a fish. I just seen it come up and get it. Just a little tap. I need to get some new ones. These things are old. I don't think the hooks are very good anymore. Alright, one more cast across over there. We are kind of floating out a little bit now. Alright, one more cast and then I'll turn you back around, because we are now floating out. Yeah, I said one more, but I'll turn you guys around. There you are. So we got a slow roll here about moving. I'm going to take that time to try to get some fishing in. And maybe we get some catching in too. One more toss before I start doing some navigation here. We're getting close to. Alrighty. Get me a drink real quick. Well, the ice is all melted. Looks like a good fishing spot here, really. Get a few tosses in before we get too issued. So it's looking like there's going to be another navigational issue. I think the hooks on here are kind of, yeah, they're bent up a little bit. That's why they keep getting off. May have to adjust those. Yeah, it's looking like we might have another navigational problem. I think these hooks need a little tweaking, which I'm not going to be able to do out here. Just a little bit, just a pair of pliers and a tad bit of pinch. I think will set them back, but Well, here's a nice little spot. Right up here to the right. This looks like a nice little camping spot, to be totally honest. There's a big ass tree right here. Hold on. Look at that. Right there. Set up a nice little, oh, there's a bird. Set up a nice little camp right there. There we go. That looks like that'd be a really good spot to set up a camp. Somewhat of a natural cover on the back side there. Set up a nice little shelter. Small little quick shelter right there. And just camp for the night. That's pretty cool. I like it. So anyway, there we go. That right there is a decent camping spot. I may have to do that. Well, I see two possible ways of getting around this mess. One on my right side and one on my left side, and honestly I think the left side is probably going to be better. So I'll show you the right side here. There's a small little hole right there. I think I might be able to fit through. But in all honesty, I think I'm going to go over here and try to get under this larger area. Now, is it going to be passable once I get in there? But woohoo! Oh, look. Look. Oh. Honey locust tree, my favorite. Fantastic. Oh, I gotta get adjusted before I screw shit up and get stuck in here. Alright, let's try to move through here. Alright. Oh, just move. Move from there. Turn here. Try to get through this without killing myself and getting stuck. Oh, hold on. I'm going to lose my pole. Shit. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's adjusted. I'm stuck. Okay. Now, can we get over this? There's a log that's just in the water. Can we get over this? Oh heavens. I'll pull myself over this. Alright, we are stuck on a log in the water. And I'm going to try to lift. There we go. Oh. Okay, there's that. Oh, don't. Something stuck. Oh, shit, there's another one. Okay. We got one more to. We got one more obstacle. If I can pull myself over this one. Can we? Oh, we did it. Oh. All right. So, that huge mess I was able to get through rather easily. I mean, I don't want to pat myself on the back or anything because, yeah, but we did it. Let's see what the fishing spot is here. Seems to be a little mess right there, but it looks like we'll be able to navigate that. I don't see any issues with it. Get a little bit of movement here on the left. There we go. Adjust myself a tad bit. There we go. A little bit of fishing spot right here. Try to get a decent amount of time with it. Alrighty, let's stop the fishing for a few moments and get myself adjusted here. Try to get one more cast in before we get all janked. It'll be close. This looks like it opens up pretty decently. I should be able to, as I get out here, move myself around a little bit. There we go. I should be able to get some decent fishing in before I have to navigate anything anytime soon. So I'm turning around backwards, but right now I don't care. Floating sideways. And towards the bank. Alright, let's fix that. Well, something's warning everything that I'm here. Oh, there it is. Jumping around in the tree up there. Doing pretty good. Seems like every time I get my fishing pole out though, I start swaying one way or the other. Let's see what we got here. So I think that noise up there is 31. And if it is, we're getting close to the destination. And I'm pretty sure we haven't spent 5 hours out here. But like I said, if we have to wait, we can fish. Oh, there was a hit. Well, there was interest. We'll put it that way. Again, it looks like we're getting close to battery time. Yep, it's looking pretty close. The battery's starting to blink. Alright, well, it's going to be close to battery changing time. So I probably should do that now. Looks like we got 3 batteries left. And then we will be at the end of the batteries. let this one just die? Or should I change it and hope that it picks up all the dragonfly on my head? I'm going to go ahead and change it. There we go. Had a bit of trouble getting that one to come on. Oh, oops, pardon me. Water time. There we go. Alrighty, so turn the camera around a little bit. I know you guys don't necessarily want to be seeing me, but there we go. Just toss that back air behind me. That's how I've been fishing a little bit. Just a hair. Toss it behind me. There we go. Adjust here. One more cast. There we go. All right. I am having such a wonderful time today. This is fantastic. That's all I gotta say. Fantastic. Now, the last time I had this, people were talking to me about getting a kayak paddle. Nope, I don't want one. I like this paddle. This works just fine. I have no need for a kayak paddle. Plus, I don't own one. And it's not like I can just go out and buy stuff whenever I want. So, it is what it is. I have what I have, and I make it useful. I think we might get a... Oh, there was a hit there. Yeah, I said I thought we was going to get a hit there. Come on, can I get... Boom. Oh, there's a little sunfish following it. No way I'd catch it, but Hear that? One more. Before I have to adjust a little. Alright. Yeah. I probably should have adjusted before I threw out, but this looks like a good spot. Oh, little bluegill. Oh, teeny bluegill. All right. Get myself away from that. A lot of good spots right here. All right. A lot of goose up there in front of us on the bank. Looks like they're having a good old time. But I'm not going to turn the camera around and adjust because I'm too busy fishing. Now I will. There we go. Alright, let's get my... Alright. like there might be some kind of bridge, or is it just a, okay, no, it's just a walkway in somebody's property. Well, again, I hope everybody's enjoying. I've never actually been down this part of the, I call it a creek, it's called a river as well, but, ooh. I don't know if I got that or not. A big crane, a heron. The blue herring are around here a lot. Really popular place for blue herring. Oh, red-winged blackbirds. Bunch of people got decks and stuff back here. Oh, there was a fish jump right there. So I don't know when it'll be, but the next bridge we come to should be 31. But I have no idea how far away that is. Old cement boat dock. Oh, big hawk. Some more water. Oh, now we're going under the tree. See that big bird up there, huh? Ooh, there's something up there moving. Oh, bunch of carp. I'm gonna throw in just to see. I generally won't hit this, but so that's the first school of carp that I've seen. Cast out again. Oh no, we better not. Let's get adjusted before we end up running into trouble. Oh, it's a beaver. Oh, is that just a... No, it's a big carp. Sticking its mouth up out of the water. Thought it was a beaver swimming by, but it's actually a carp coming up and see if I can't get a few casts out here. That was a carp. think I actually tapped it with the boat and it freaked him out. Well, technically he ran into the boat. It wasn't the other way around, yeah. I'm going to cast out one more time. Damn it. Are we coming against some more trouble? Something just moved up there. Is it a carp or a turtle? I can't tell. Well, looks like we got some more issue. So let's go deal with this. Hopefully that's not going to be any trouble any more than any of the others have been so far. So we've been pretty decently lucky so far. Been absolutely blessed with having the ability to maneuver. Maybe we can do that here too. Yeah, it looks like we'll be able to. But I hear some ripping, some fast-moving water. Yeah. Uh-oh. All right. Okay. Oh, somebody's got a hammock out here. Bump. Whoa. Come on. Come on. Oh, not backwards. Oh, shit. Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna have to get out. Alright, hopefully that issue was the battery. We'll find out. Anyway, gotta turn myself about. I'm floating backwards here. Got the battery changed. I think we're down to 2 batteries now. There we go. So we may run out of batteries before we get to the end of this trip. I was thinking about asking Michelle to bring her batteries along as well, and I didn't do it. She's got 2 or 3. I probably should have asked her for her batteries as well. Alright, well, there's a bridge coming up. I don't think there's another bridge until we hit 31, so maybe 31. Sounds like a lot of traffic, so it could be. Cool looking bird up there on that limb in front of us. I don't know if you can see it. Now I'm starting to, yeah. Be careful. Course, I try to work the camera or something, I start floating into muckety muck. I'm not sure, I probably should be focusing and zooming in with that anyways, because it runs the battery down faster. bird just zipped right into the water and got himself a fish. Oh, hell. No, I think this is the interstate. This isn't 31 yet. I forgot about the interstate. Yeah, I got a long way to go. gonna stop the fish a little bit, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the batteries are going to run out before I get to my destination. Oh, shallow shit. Oh, rocks. Did I make it? I made it. Woo. Alright. Fishing poles. Okay. Oh, come on. A little bit of power here. There we go. Yep, this says the battery is low already, but it still looks full to me. I don't know.
Come on, fix. There we go. Oh, big log. Okay. Came up on a big log underneath the water. Didn't see it till we came right up on it. Lots of places I would like to fish, but I still have a long way to go. And I think fishing is gonna slow me down way too much. And I could be wrong, but I think I've been out here a while.
All right, so I was concerned about running out of batteries while I was out there, but what I actually ran out of was space on my SD card, and I forgot that I even had my other camera with me, which also has an SD card. So a little more than halfway through the trip, I ran out of space and didn't get the rest of it filmed. So it abruptly stops. I'm assuming I haven't watched it yet, but when it stops is when it stops, and the reasoning was that I just ran out of space on my SD card and didn't have another one with me. So maybe I'll take that trip again and make sure I have a couple SD cards.
Make sure you remember that you have a couple SD cards.
Yes. The trip was fantastic. There was a couple more areas that got inundated with trees, and I actually had to throw my feet out of the kayak, bend down and squash into the kayak, and go underneath a tree just to get by them. Another time I had to actually physically get out of the boat. I had to carry the kayak through the woods with barely shoes and shorts and going through the weeds. It was horrible. But anyway, I got that taken care of. I told Michelle that it was going to take me about 5 hours. Pardon me. It was going to take me about 5 hours to complete the trip, and it took me 5 hours and 13 minutes. So I wasn't too far off. I could have been out there for another couple hours if I had continued to fish, but when I realized that I wasn't as far as I thought I was at one point, I knew that it was getting late, so I decided to stop fishing and just continue on with the kayak. So I did stop fishing for a while after the footage stops. So yeah, that as well. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I'm going to edit that entire thing. I don't know how long it's going to take. I know it took me 5 hours, and I know I had the camera on almost the entire time. So I'm curious to see how much footage I actually got. So we'll get back with you. I'm going to edit the video. Thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's just your own backyard.